Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have another live cast battle for you. And this is something I like to do when there's like 5 people in the Discord, and it's odd numbers in the Discord, so I step out and I just hop back and spectate. And so it's kind of a win-win. I get to live cast something, and everybody gets to participate, and so here I am. And it is a Beastmen and Chaos versus Dwarves matchup. They've got Clan Angren and the Dwarves, which is super cool, so you get 2 kind of color schemes. Over here you can see the Beastmen player has some Centaurs with great weapons. The Chaos has some Warhounds. Over here some Dragon or Gorby's Chariot, good choice against the Dwarves. Ton of armor piercing here, great warrior, Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Chaos Marauders, he's got some Dragon Ogres, he's got some Chosen here in the middle, which is cool, and Big Bird supporting. Hopefully he's got Gehenna's Golden Hounds, yes. He'll destroy, he's got 2 units of Chosen. Over here, some Gore Herd, just kind of as meat shields. He's got some Sand Gores. Probably to hunt suspected Clan Angren ethereal heroes. Over here, he's got some with the Brave Shaman of Death. Hopefully with Purple Son of Xarius, yeah, very nice. And again, Spirit Leech for Clan Angren heroes. He's got some Harpies. He's got Morgur. He's got some Minotaurs. Then over here, he's got 2 units of Corngors, which is like his secret weapon. These guys will cut through armored dwarf infantry. Even though they're not armor piercing, they have a high attack rate. And they have 18 armor piercing damage with that 8 bonus versus infantry. So they'll really do good against all infantry. But they will suffer against like lords and stuff like that. Over here you can see he's got some Sons of Goros escorting some Chaos Warhounds with poison. And these guys are nice because they're Sons of Goros with great weapons, but they have armor. They have 90 armor. Along with that Guardian ability, which will be good in the late game with Morgur. Over here you can see I guess they're deploying back, so I'll start with this guy who's a little bit more deployed. He's got a main line of Dwarf Warriors, some Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. He's got some Quarrelers, more Dwarf Warriors. He's got some Trollhammer Torpedoes, which is super cool. He's got some Thunderers escorting this cannon, Runesmith and Ungrim, somebody you don't see very often. Badass Mohawk with some Slayers here in the back. Hammerers, which is super cool. Elite Infantry. Longbeards with great weapons, Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. He does have 1 Ethereal Thane, so this guy's better watch out. Belagar Ironhammer, who's a beast in this mod. Armor Sundering, armored, shielded, just terrifying. Some Cores with great weapons, some more Thunderers. And then he does have the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass and just some Dwarf Warriors up front. So I like these 2 Dwarf armies. I think the Beastman player here is going to have some trouble cutting through all that stuff unless he uses his spells and his Minotaurs very, very well. The Sons of Goros as well. But I think that this Sartorial is going to do very well, especially if he can get the Golden Hounds on those elite Dwarven Hammerers and other units like that. So you can see here, Dwarves definitely deploying back, which is a good idea. Kind of move away from these forests a little bit. Especially this forest on the left. You can see all these guys are hidden, so this is a nice kind of play by the Beastmen and the Chaos player. You can see here the cannon. What else? I guess these I've never really tried Quarrelers with great weapons, but I guess it would be a good pick because even if they do get in melee with like Cav or something, they would do much better than regular Quarrelers. And the Quarrelers do enough damage to take down things like Gorbulls and Minotaurs because they don't really have that much armor to begin with. So you can see over here these Centaurs pushing around. These Trollhammer Torpedoes really won't have that much to shoot at here on the Chaos side. I guess the Summoners of Rage. And what you got to worry about with these guys is the Summoners of Rage actually have magic damage. So a lot of this damage these guys put down is going to be mitigated by the Dwarven magic resistance. Luckily, none of these dwarves have the Rune Lord, who gives a plus like 15% magic resistance map wide. So it can buff the magic resistance of these even typical dwarf warriors to like insane levels. So 45% magic resistance when you have the Rune Lord around. You can see cannons opening fire. Hopefully they don't target his Minotaurs. But you can see cannons aren't really, well, they'll probably, might as well shoot these guys. This is kind of my thinking. You can see these Goreherd just kind of charging down the hill. Mortar is so large you can walk and keep up. I like this staggered formation as well. Makes it a little bit harder for the dwarf player to counter. See Big Bird just running up in front. Nice job keeping these guys hidden all the way over. You can see the cannons opening fire on the Everwatcher. Not that bad of a choice. I definitely think these Minotaurs would be the best target. Or the Summoners of Rage would also be decently good. So here you can see, looks like they are shooting at them. Very smart. But there are only 4 of them, so it's kind of a hard target to hit. And you can see, I kind of like this stagger formation. As the Beastman player comes in, tries to attack Clan Angren, it'll be pretty easy for this Dwarf player to kind of pull off reserves and rear charge him. But it will also, if this Chaos player catches up, it'll also give the Beastman player an opportunity to sneak past. So, gotta definitely play that right. You can see Everwatcher is taking some damage. What's this gonna be? Henna's Golden Hounds. Ooh, Purple Sun there, doing a chunk of damage. Oh, and just look at it wreck through these Dwarf Warriors. Warriors of Dragonfire Pass essentially wasted by that Purple Sun of Xarius. And that's because that thing does damage based on mass. And in this mod, Dwarves have so much mass, it is insane. These chariots have a hard time doing almost anything. They just can't pull through. But so when something like Purple Sun of Xarius comes down, it is devastating. And so here we can kind of watch these chariots as they come in. I wonder if they have an attack order. Doesn't look like it. Oh, that was the most disappointing charge ever. But here you can see they are going to get down and dirty on these Quarrelers. But you can see they do get stopped. You can see Gehenna's Golden Hounds coming down. Not doing too much to the low models of these guys, but hopefully it goes through. Did a little bit of damage to these Slayers. You can see the main line is getting engaged, and you can see these Dragon Ogres are just getting shut down by the Troll Hammer torpedoes along with the Thunderers. So over here, nice Soul Blight coming down. Going to help these Minotaurs really get the most out of it. And you can see over here, this huge block of stuff is going to get pinned down by these Harpies, these Chaos Warhounds, and you can see the Sons of Goros are coming in. Oh man, nice rear charge here from these Centaurs with great weapons. Going after, I think, the most dangerous target right now while taking out another one of his range troops. So this is really good. You got to watch out for that. And that's because this forest almost let them get in unimpeded. But you can see, nice job having these Longbeards in reserve coming into the back of these Centaurs with great weapons. You can see also that cannon opening fire is going to do a lot of damage. But luckily it's just shutting those guys down, so these Dragon Ogres are surviving. And you can see Sartorial just like running around all haggard. And you can see Purple Sun of Xarius. Definitely not the best target here on these guys. I would have done it right here. Take out all these units. You can see the Gore Beast coming in the back. And again, they just have such high mass. It's terribly hard for these chariots to do much, at least in this mod. You can see the Chaos Spawn getting a nice rear charge. Warhounds are going to shut down that cannon, which is much needed. You can see these Corn Gores rushing to catch up. Will be a great late game unit if they can protect and eliminate all these skirmishers. Here you can see those Centaurs with great weapons did get swarmed. And then nice targeting here with all the range stuff on these Gore Beast chariots. And you can see these Trollhammer torpedoes are doing a number on Sartorial. Oh man, this is like, I feel like this is dead even. You can see the Summoners of Rage did cast that Lightning Storm. Not going to get the most kills off of the Dwarves. But you can see these Chosen are just in here, and they're going to cut through these Iron Breakers. Oh, I didn't even notice those Iron Breakers here. Good targeting there, putting your elite armor-piercing infantry against their elite non-armor-piercing infantry. You can see Sartorial over here with his like Chosen Goon Squad are just slaughtering Ungren, which is something I did not think would happen. Rune of Negation coming down. You can see Sartorial is taking a chunk of damage, but the Chosen are just so beefy in this mod that they can even damage Ungrim because they have such high attack. Warhounds coming in, all angry. Gonna keep shutting down these guys. Nice use of this Bracing of Death, helping out his ally, stopping these guys from firing into the flank over here, finishing off those Dragon Ogres. Very good ally support. You can see the Minotaurs doing a great job using these guys, and look at this placement of these Sandgors right on that Ethereal Lord, just like I thought he would. So definitely good placement there. It would be very hard for the Beastmen to kill this unit without these guys, and especially with the Bracing of Death across the field. You can see Morgar, nice job pulling him out. He's going to do best if he can just sit and heal for a little while, especially with the unlimited healing cap of Steel Faith. And you can see the Sons of Goros are just kind of like having their way in the back line. You can see what's aspect of the Dread Knight coming down on these Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Not the best choice, I don't think, just because the Chosen here already caused terror. So doubling up on that terror doesn't really do too much for you. But you can see, look at these Chosen, dude. They are just untouched. So that would have been a great target for the cannons early on. You can see the Dragon Ogres have finally lost. And you can see Sons of Goros here getting some nice rear charges, helping to shut down these Quarrelers. Beastmen are coming with their Chaos Spawn. Morgar is even over here. This is not a good engagement for Morgar at all. Unless he has magic damage. I don't think he does. But he has a pretty significant, I think, physical resistance, or I guess he has none. But yeah, that's just a pretty... He's 53 melee attack, 49 melee defense. You definitely don't want your elite lords going up against them, because that's just a great way to have their ethereal lords pay for themselves pretty quick. They can kind of just take out your lord. Over here you can see Belgar just all angry in the middle of all these Chaos Spawn. A lot of non-armor piercing damage around here, so it's going to take a while for him to die. But I think it's really just going to be army losses at this point. You can see Chosen, took a decent amount of damage from these Iron Breakers. And you can see over here Ungrim in the middle, very low health. See, have 44 hit points. Look at him, gonna fulfill his oath today with his Slayer brethren. Oh yeah, there you can see he in his death throes. Dying to Chosen is not a disgraceful death, and you can see, look at this Beastmen player just with all these Chaos Spawn over here, all angry. Belgar, yeah, just routing to army losses, essentially. And you can see over here, I think there you can see the Ethereal Thane dead on the battlefield. Yeah, now it's just these Slayers. But great game to all these guys. That was definitely a lot of good plays from both sides. But really, yeah, it was just the nice placement of units, I think, on Pratman and Checo's side that did it. You can see those Sons of Goros, those Centaurs getting 120 kills. The Corn Gore is doing very well. The Goreherd doing much better than I would figure against the Dwarfs. And you can see, of course, the Bracing of Death racking up a ton of kills and a ton of value, taking out those Dwarf Warriors in the front and the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Over here, yeah, you can see the Gore Beast doing pretty well. The Chosen cutting through Iron Breakers and Ungrim is definitely valuable work. You can see these guys, Chaos Warriors, of course, doing very well against Dwarves. And Summoners of Rage, even though they do magic damage, you can see they still racked up 91 kills. And of course, Chaos Warhounds just disrupting that back line. Yeah, you can see this cannon, 113 kills is actually very good. The Hammerers probably did not do as well as he would have hoped. There wasn't too much armor, actually, on the side of Pratman. So probably just some Slayers would have done better. Yeah, and just letting those Quarrelers get caught, letting those Minotaurs do whatever they wanted was definitely tough. But you can see that Ethereal Thane, even though it was a bad matchup, still racked up 61 kills. You can see here the Iron Breakers doing very well. And some of these Dwarf Warriors doing very well as well. But anyways, great game to all these guys, and thanks so much for watching. That's that.